finished. It's over. Zare might at least have mentioned where in Northreach he'd be testing this recruit.
Those whites will think twice.
Oh, no.
Well, met sit.
Gav! No,
Not far from here is an Imperial lookout. Eastwatch. And bring it here.
And bring it here, right.
No. Sneaking into a heavily gu- You'll need to all without be-
No, I what?
It shouldn't be as dangerous as I made out.
On my way. All right, Ember. Impress me. Time to fight. Enough of you, are there? Clean kills. Perhaps young Ember really is ready. Or maybe not. Damn it. Ember, draw your sword!
I can't!
Then run! If you want him, you'll have to go through me. Ember, are you... Gone. Of course. Scouts really are a rare breed. Back to Northreach it is, then.
The garrison said they'd take another 100 of them rich drops.
Those whites will think twice.
I didn't expect... Where is Ember?
I thought he must have fled. He was just standing there. Didn't even draw his sword. I had to step in and take care of things. But by the time he was nowhere to be seen.
I knew the boy had a nervous streak, but he...
The right man for the job? I believe this is the logbook you tasked me with retrieving.
Eh? How did you... Don't you tell me you breached the tower while Sid was busy saving your skin.
What? Wasn't that what you asked me to do? To bring the thing back without getting caught?
He has you then, his heir. And he did it all on his own.
But Sid, he
did what he thought was best. And now I have to decide whether I agree.
Of course. We'll await your Don't you leave my sight.
Yes, Sergeant.
This won't be an easy decision.
You should have seen him. The thing didn't stand a chance.
Yeah, neither did you, I hear. Welcome back, Sid.
Welcome back, Sid.
Yes. Welcome back. Truth be told, it was me who suggested roping you in to help with the trip. But from what I hear...
No. Ember lost his nerve in the face of a beast of prey. But he didn't lose heart. He pressed on, and he achieved his aim. And is that not what we ask of our scouts?
Indeed it is. Thank you for your... The fact remains, however, that Ember will not always have a battle-hardened warrior on hand to pluck him from the jaws of peril. All I have gleaned from this trial is that without someone watching his back, Ember is little more than a liability.
Wait, Sergeant. Ember still has much to learn, it's true. And this time he was found wanting. But I'd say he's due after all.
With a bit of hard work, but a scout's nut by sniffing out that log wouldn't do to waste it.
Fine.
I'll do whatever. I'll spend my day. I'll show you.
Daft as a brush, that one. Just like someone else. And if you ask me, that time the cook...
You couldn't have.
Just...
Forgive me, Sid. This did not play out as I...
But that's why we need men like Ember more than ever. Remember that.
I will, Sid.
I wasn't expecting you back so soon. Your benefactors are a generous lot. All yours. Come again. I may have more for you.
Clive. Here you go.
Why the hell would Victor take the bearer's side? Here to help me? Thanks, but I'll be...
You're really going to go through with this?
I am. But before...
If it's within my power.
It's the children. And if I leave them here, they should... I can think of only one place where they are certain to be safe.
Of course.
Thank you, Clive.
Lubor, are you still here?
What is it, Ferda? You look pale.
There's been a flood in the Velcroy. At the League of Outlaws encampment was What? Every last one of the bastards!
Bandits are one thing, but Akashic bandits are quite another. We need to evacuate. There's no time to... Ferda, gather the men. The Akashic may strike at any moment. We must make... Well, what are you waiting for?
Yes, my lord.
Clive, change of plan. The children stay with me for now. I need you. Tell them to prepare for a full and immediate...
Understood.
I'll do what I can to convince... You have to listen to me. They're coming. How long do we have?
Why do they always make such a thing outside?
What do you want?
To pass on an important... There's been an ether flood. Out at the camp where the so-called League of Outlaws were gathering, they're no longer just bandits. Eric, you need to begin preparing for a full-scale evacuation right away.
Oh, do we? And who was it who...
Lubor, perhaps? You may believe his lies, my lord.
But why would he lie about something like this?
Some twisted attempt, if he had not been unmasked. A great honor for one of his kind. One he might well feel...
Lord Underhill, Lubor cannot be trusted.
You may not trust me. But for the sake of your people, ask yourselves if there is any chance that this is true.
There isn't. Now be off with you.
You're making a mistake.
Come, Clive. If our words will not move them, then we must find another way to help save the town.
You're right. Let's speak to Lord Ferda.
I think we'd better shut up.
What's Lubor raving about now?
Lord Ferda.
Cid, what's wrong?
I went to warn Conrad and they've convinced themselves a bloody fool, which means the town guard can't, but I can. You only have to ask.
I appreciate it.
Cid,
Victor.
I couldn't abandon a friend in need, and Lubor is in need of...
You have to believe me! The Akashic are coming! They don't eat, they don't sleep, they don't tire, and they don't care who they kill. They're unlike anything that's come before. There won't be no parley, no mercy granted! We may have saved the town once, but this is different. I do not ask that you forgive me, but please believe me. If you do not run, you will die. You will all fucking die!
You'd like that, wouldn't you, bearer?
Yeah, with us out of the way, your kind will be free to claim Dalamil for yourselves.
You should run!
Run, bearer!
Yeah, run!
Run!
Far away!
Run!
Just go, bearer. Yeah.
Yes! Go!
Come on, then.
Go on,
Just go.
Lubor.
Wait. Someone's coming.
Come on!
Stop! You're hurting him!
What did Lubor ever do to you? He solves all your stupid problems, and he keeps all of you safe. You know there's nothing he wouldn't do for this town. Who was it who made that cleaver you use every day, Conrad?
And what about your counting table, Natalie? Who fixed that?
Whose men make sure the streets are clean so all your boots don't get dirty?
Who spends all day every day making sure things run smoothly round here? And none of you ever say thank you. Ever.
But did Lubor ever complain? Well, does he ever stop smiling?
He keeps this whole place going. And you act like it doesn't even exist.
Lubor, we've heard enough.
Wait!
We will not run. The town guard will not abandon the very place it is sworn to protect.
And I will not give up for lost the stores that we labored so hard to fill.
So tell us, how do you propose we deal with these Akashic of yours?
We won't run, but we will fight.
All right, then. Fine. Gather round if you don't want to die.
Allow me to explain the situation. The ether flood occurred, the place had been abandoned, until the League of... Now they're all...
They are mindless. With the bandits, we at least... And these creatures. The town guard will muster at... Both forces will provide men to service, and as soon as it has been, we will... Conrad, can I count on the support of the town guard?
Always.
I leave the selection and coordination of the messengers in your hands, Victor, and the command of our men in...
Consider it done. As you wish.
Natalie, I would ask that you and your people have the townsfolk barricade themselves and tell the merchants not to waste time securing anything beside the essentials. Preserve, as long as we survive, our riches can be regained.
Very well.
Where do I fit into this plan?
Where else but the most I would like you to travel to the home of our erstwhile League of Out. Main host is most likely still there.
A little gardening.
I doubt it. I have a
Luckily, so am I.
So you are. All right then, we all now it's...
Looks like everyone's ready. I'd better not keep them waiting.
There it is. The flood.
But what's waiting for us inside? We can't leave a single one alive. League is disbanded. I should get back to Dalimil and see how the others fared.
All the Akashic we were able to find have been dealt with. Seems that might be the last of them.
The last of them here, perhaps.
Lubor, Sir Clive has returned.
Clive! What news from Cheritina?
It's done. Root and branch.
I knew you wouldn't let me down.
Thank you, my lord.
Friends, the Horde has been driven back. The Akashic have been defeated. And we need not fear the arrival of any more, thanks to Clive. Victory is ours.
We bloody did it!
We saved Dalimil.
Lubor, after all you have done...
But we did. We only hope that you...
We need you, Lubor. So, if you would...
You do remember that I'm a
We do. It is a stain on ours.
I see. But I will only accept your...
Name them.
Firstly, that you will both do everything in your power to rally your people to my cause. If the Town Guard and the Merchants League do not accept my leadership, it will be doomed from the start. Unity is the key to defending when that time comes.
Of course.
And secondly, you will accept that if I am to lead you, the mistreatment of bearers must end here in Dalimil. Any bearer within our walls shall be afforded the same rights as they will not be judged by what they are, but who they are.
As we failed to do, and...
We agree to your conditions. And we have only one in return. That you continue to work...
Condition accept... Well then, let's see. How fickle... Not so long ago I had resigned, and now, here.
Lubor.
Fear not. You are, of course... I would sooner face another horde of Akashic than see them brought up as out. I'll make sure they're safe.
I don't doubt that you will, and not just the children.
Can't have all your heart.
Your Grace?
Cyril, you found a letter from Father?
Yes. if you would do us the honor.
An inheritance.
It would seem the late Archduke penned this missive
the day before we left for Phoenix.
What are these plans
His plans for the duchy, Your Grace. Your father entrusted them to the complete emancipation of bearers is their stated aim. But your father's dream did not end there. His Grace also spoke of building hospitals, with the blight spreading ever more widely across the twins.
He wished to see men and bearers treated as equals. Small wonder he did not think it achievable with him.
But he thought it achievable nonetheless. Nor would he have entrusted his those who would have stood with you.
It's a pity only they are still...
'Tis true that those most but one at least remain.
What do you mean?
Mayhap it is better that she, after all, the duties entrusted to me by my predecessor.
And where is this woman?
She awaits you in the Ark.
Thank you, Cyril. Shall we then?
My lord. I am Goditha, retainer of House... Your father, the Archduke Elwyn, entrusted me...
Lift up your head, Lady Goditha. You have our gratitude.
I merely did my duty.
My lady, what exactly is the...
As I'm sure you know, it has long been the
Indeed it has.
And had he lived to see it, he would have presented you with the treasure. Alas, he did not. He had intended to claim the Heartstone with which each arm, but it was not to be.
I see.
It saddens me to bring them before you. It was your father's wish that you be presented with the finished, but with his grace long since gone. You are grown men now, and while I would not presume to insist upon, I know that nothing would have...
Thank you.
What say you, Clive?
What else? Of course, my lady.
Oh, I am much blood.
Do you know where we might find this Heartstone?
I do. Though it may be, it is found in the bellies of elder griffins, you see. We do at least know where to find one.
A certain specimen?
You are most perceptive, Your Grace. In fact, this is the very same beast your father meant to slay. I have been... Were you to slay it in his stead, as men of House Rosfield?
What say you, Joshua? What else?
Titan's Wake is to the south of here. But we must not be hasty. The good lady has been disappointed once already.
Good girl.
Yeah!
Eyes peeled, Joshua.
There it is.
For House Rosfield. Is this the Heartstone?
I expect Lady Godotha will know.
Thank the Founder. The Griffin is slain.
And the Heartstone...
Yes. This radiant luster. Thank you, my lord. Your father would...
Lady Godotha.
Thank you, Cyril. If you would excuse me. The armbands are prey. Take. Heartstone is harder and more enduring than God. And the graven vines insert.
It's a message. Father knew we had enemies both inside, enemies who would thwart his vision.
And only if we stood together. As fiend.
Indeed. But this was more than just... It was a promise.
Thank you for remaining the
Forgive me, my lady, but there is something I don't quite understand. The Undying told me that after Father died, Mother claimed all of the ducal treasures for her own. Even if the armbands were incomplete, she would surely not have overlooked them. So, how were you able to keep them from her?
Because I was the keeper of the vault. Though I was but a lowly servant, your father spoke to me of his intentions for the bands, of the deep love he had. In the days before the disaster at Phoenix Gate, I discovered that the Duchess had ordered... I tried to warn your father, but it was too late. When word of the fire reached Rosalith, I knew my time was short. So I took up the armbands and I fled into the night.
And thank the Founder you did.
Yet my duty to your father was incomplete. Not knowing what else to do, I followed the Griffin, thinking I might claim the Heartstone on its passing. And so my pursuit continued, until Lord Cyril appeared before me. He informed me that His Grace's will had been recovered, and that his sons...
Lady Godotha, on behalf of my
As do I.
Thank you, my lord. Your Grace, for coming back to us. For giving my son...
The bands suit you well. It must be gratifying to finally...
It is.
If you would permit me to play my part a little long, let him see that you have received his blessing.
I suppose it would be... What do you say, Clive?
I think we should. I was hoping to be able to offer him my thanks.
Your father's helm is enshrined there. Since the day we recovered, I prithee claim it, and I do not doubt that your father would prefer it in your hands.
Thank you, Cyril. He's waiting.
Lord Marquis.
What is it?
One of his
Was it?
no, and but yeah, but
But Ash is
if you go.
If this new faith really is an offshoot of the Circle of Malleus, then...
Let's concentrate on finding the third chair first, shall we? Not here.
Do you see that too?
Papa?
What is it? Please, just make it stop. Make it stop.
Ambrosia won't help me here.
Ready, go?
Can't be Rutherford, can it?
Turncoats and cowards, the lot...
Allow me.
I don't need your...
Please, Field Marshal, oblige him.
This won't take long.
You're right. It won't. Men, finish him.
A little longer than I'd have liked. Field Marshal Havel, I presume. Are either of you injured?
No, my lord. You arrived just as our escort turned on us.
Fucking traitors. I'd heard reports of soldiers in the outlying regions abandoning the oaths they swore. But I hadn't thought that it's a fucking you're interfering, old my lord, or is Sid the out...
Call me what you want. It doesn't change who I am, or the urgency of the message I bring. My uncle has a plan to right the realm.
Before I agree to anything, I'd have you answer one question. What do you stand to gain from all this?
I won't deny that I might benefit from further chaos. But I seek a new beginning for all of us. And while the choices I've made may not always have been the right ones, I know I made them for the right reasons. For so long, so many of us have been told how we could live, when it should have been. But in order to take it, we must stand.
Certainly not the words I expected from an... You are no ordinary outlaw. I'll never hear the end of this. All right. Next, I'll make...
Thank you for...
But they...
What do you mean?
I don't doubt that I can... We will need...
What was that?
My Lord Marquis, your Lord Uncle bade me as...
And I will see that my associate...
Very good, man.
An envoy. I'm not sure I'm the man to talk anyone round. I can barely convince my brother to take his medicine. No. This is a job for someone with experience. Someone like Quentin.